of how people have overcome obstacles or have taken a step back to reset and then move forward to achieve their goals. I too watch the Olympics, and I too have been inspired from some of the stories that have been told. Gymnastics is my favorite summer Olympic competition to watch. Both men's and women's gymnastics, I enjoy them both. I had never heard of Steven Nedorosik before the Paris Olympics. He is a self-proclaimed nerd that can solve a Rubik's Cube faster than anyone I have ever seen do it. He wears thick glasses that he takes off when competing, and he was different. One of the special things about him is that he does not compete in all 6 disciplines. He only competes in one. And like most gymnasts, Steven started training at a young age and trained on all 6 disciplines. But by the time he got to high school, he was only good at one of them. Now I can imagine this caused a lot of self-doubt, and a lot of people were probably very discouraging. How could he compete on the national level when he was only good at one thing? Steven had to reset his goals. So he concentrated on the one thing that he was good at, the pommel horse, and he became an event specialist. And as I watched the men's gymnastics team final, everyone was competing, and you saw one guy just kind of sitting around waiting. And he wore thick glasses, and I wondered, what is going to happen with him? Then after 5 events, we finally see him compete. I watched as he took off his glasses and chalked up his hands, and his pommel horse routine was amazing. He brought down the house, and he helped secure the American men's gymnastics first team medal in 16 years. Steven became an overnight sensation. They were calling him everything from pommel horse guy to the Clark Kent of gymnastics. Instead of quitting as he was not good at everything, he focused on the one thing that he was good at. He was determined to be successful in gymnastics, and he became one of the best in the world at that one thing. Now, in the first part of the gospel reading today, we have a Gentile woman who approaches Jesus in order to find help for her daughter. This woman knows who Jesus is and has heard what he is capable of. She was determined to find a cure for her child. And Jesus, being kind of rude, says to her, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." Basically, he's saying, why should I help you? You are not an Israelite, you are not Jewish, and you're not part of the chosen people. The woman responds with, "Sir, even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs." And the woman's saying, I don't need a seat at your table. I just need some crumbs from that table, because I know that even just a crumb from you is a miracle. In chapter 6 of Mark, we read that Jesus fed 5,000 men plus women and children and had 12 basketfuls left over. We never hear what had happened to the 12 baskets of food that were left over, just that they were left over. But we're getting to the crux of what this Jesus is up to and the abundance of the love that God has for not just the Israelites. So is Jesus being uncharacteristically rude, saying that this woman is not part of the chosen Israelites, and that because she is not an Israelite, she is no better than a dog? Or is he just testing her to see what she knows and how she is going to answer the question, what does she think that Jesus is up to? And at the end of the gospel reading, when Jesus heals the man's hearing, he ordered them to tell no one. But the more he ordered them, the more zealously they proclaimed it. So we can assume that the word of what Jesus had been up to has been spreading across the region. By this point, he has healed people, turned water into wine, and fed 5,000. The good news is the love that Jesus has is not only go to the Israelites, not just to us, but it is enough for all. I like to think that Jesus was testing this woman to see what she would say. We know she was determined and believed that Jesus could heal her daughter. Israelites and Gentiles didn't mix. Women didn't speak to men alone. But here is this woman determined to find a way to heal her daughter, even if it meant breaking societal rules. She seeks him out and she passes the test. Jesus always has more than enough for all people. Stephen Nedorosik wasn't good at everything. However, he was determined to be a part of the competition. Only doing one event did not make him less than any other member on the team. He contributed the best way possible that he could. And as I watched the team celebrate their bronze medal, there was more than enough success for every member. And the gospel reading today is telling us that Jesus has more than enough love for everyone. The more people speak of Jesus and what he can do, the good news continues to spread and reach out to more people, because there is more than enough good news for all. And as we have seen over the last couple of weeks, it is okay to take a step back and have a reset moment. It is okay to show grace to a competitor. And it's okay to focus on what you are good at, because there's more than enough to go around. Amen.